Hey, what's going on? It's your boy AD in the house in the spot. How y'all doing? What's going on? You see the title. So I'll make a quick video here. In this video, as I'm sitting here looking at feminists, I wanted to make a quick video about something that women will never tell you, especially feminist women. See, most women are feminists, no matter if they don't know it or they know it. You are. Because it's certain things that a lot of women do or don't do that proves that they are. And here's one of them. It's like you never hear about the men that women chased but never could get. Now, what do I mean? Like, basically, like, for example, you hear women all the time talk about, oh, guys are chasing me. Oh, guys want me. Guys are chasing me. And or they'll talk all the time about how they rejected some dude or how they didn't want a dude or how they thought he was ugly or how he wasn't a nobody. But they'll never tell you about the guys that they actually chased and that they actually tried to get but didn't get with them. That's something. That's something. Like you will see a man, you will find a boy, a young man, or whatever. Say, man, I tried to get this girl, but I couldn't get her. I mean, obviously you've heard that before, but why you don't hear that from women? What, or is it because they're perfect and everybody never turns them down? See, the reason why they never do that is because they're feminists. That's a feminist move. The reason why you don't want to talk about your rejection from other men or never talk about how you chase men is so you can make yourself look better by putting the man down. See, if you just talk about men chasing you and men wanting you and you rejecting men, that's a way to put yourself up so to make yourself look better so nobody pays attention and really realizes like, hey, what's wrong with you? Why this person didn't want you? See, that's the problem with being a feminist woman. You think you're perfect and you think you're always wanted and you think that you do no wrong. That's why they never admit to that. Because they don't. And the funny part is that most women have gone through this. Like I've been saying for the longest, most women do chase guys that they don't want and or that don't want them. And who are those men? The men who obviously have the most money and the most resources and the most fame. That's who they chase after, and they get rejected because these are men who know what it's like to have people actually approach them. But the sad part is you're approaching them acting like every other woman, and not really coming to him for who he really is. That's why that's the women's karma. Like, now you're getting your karma. Because think about all the pretty decent guys that get rejected all the time that aren't even really bad guys just because they're just not the best of the best of the best. The problem is that a lot of these women aren't that great themselves, but for some odd reason want the best and think that something is supposed to give them. That's why they'll never tell you about all the men that they did chase and let them get in on them, trying to win them over, but it failed horribly. They'll never tell you that. They'll just keep acting like they're the hot stuff. They'll keep pretending like they're so good, like, oh, like every man wants them. They'll keep sitting there pretending like they never been rejected, when in my opinion, they deserve it. Because y'all coming to the men for the wrong reasons in the first place. If a man came to you for the same reasons that you come to a man, you would be upset. Most women, feminist women, would be upset. That's why they deserve to get rejected, because you will sit there and reject a whole bunch of good men, quality men who might actually be good for you on your level because they don't have the biggest bank account, because they're not the tallest, because they're not the best looking. No matter who you are as a person, no matter who you are, this is why you're doing it. So that's just something. That's just a little quick thing I had to point out, because it's obviously true. It's obviously true. Women will never tell you about that. Why do you think women like to mess with simps? Because they can't get the guys that got all the stuff that other women want. They can't get them because they're coming just like any other woman. They're not doing anything special to make someone be like, hey, this girl's special. She's this. But they're not going to tell you that. They're not going to tell you how they got ran through by I don't know how many men that they tried to get for money and stuff, but it failed horribly and they end up getting left. They're not going to tell you about that, how they busted open so quickly for these men to get love. They ain't going to tell you how they got rejected, but they going to sit here and tell you all day about how they rejected men and how men did them wrong, right? Feminists. Most women are feminists, no matter if they know it, like it or not. That's not right. I mean, women just practice some real bad behaviors nowadays. They really do. They love to practice a lot of really bad behaviors nowadays towards men and think that it's okay and it's cool. And the most craziest part is then at the end of the day, they all sit back and they gonna wonder why they ain't never got that special man they wanted and looked for. It's never gonna happen. You don't deserve it. You don't even love a man. You don't even respect a man. You don't even see a man as possibly as an equal, or at least on your level. You think you're above him. That's why you'll never get it.